The rule of men shall extinguish itself in a mighty blaze.
What's up, gamers? This is Jared of JC Gaming, and we've got another episode of Will It Play, the series where I try to inform you if games will play on your favorite handhelds, and if so, just how well do they play. Today we're checking out Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, an action-adventure game set in the iconic Middle-earth universe, where you assume the role of Talion on a quest for vengeance against the dark forces of Sauron in the land of Mordor. So join me as we answer the question, will it play? First up, we're going to see some gameplay from the Steam Deck. I'm using the original 512 LCD version. During this gameplay, I have not made any changes to my system or game settings, so the gameplay we will see is based off of default settings. From the get-go, we can see that this game does not put a large strain on our CPU or GPU usage, with our CPU usage sitting for the most part at a 40 to 50% load, and our GPU usage wavering between around 50% up to around 70%. And when we check out our frames per second, we're getting a solid 60 FPS. Now, since this is the LCD version, this is the max that we're capable of getting, but you can see during the gameplay how it sits steady at this number and doesn't vary from this very much at all.
Ooga ooga.
Come down off that catapult and fight me face to face.
Nakra.
Every Uruka this tribe knows his duty, and will do it for fun.
Protect my name! You! You've got my attention, and you'll regret it.
Slay all!
I've known that trick for years. You already tried that. None of that. I should have run when the battle turned.
Next, we'll check out gameplay from the ROG Ally. I'm using the Z1 Extreme version with the resolution set to 720p and the operating mode set to the 15 watt performance mode. Outside of setting that, Once again, I have not made any changes to my system or game settings, so the gameplay we continue to see is based off of default settings. As far as CPU and GPU usage, the CPU is sitting around 25% and the GPU sits at around 70% load consistently. As for our frames per second, we're really seeing the ROG Ally excel here, sitting at some parts in the mid 70s, but for the most part sitting consistently in the upper 90s.
Fine! You're the one who ran away. I'll chop off your feet before you can do it again.
So many bloody pigskins sticking up Fort Wall.
Ain't so bad. There's so many of them, they don't even miss one if you're feeling like doing some torture.
Still.
Ashgar.
Craftier hunters put poison on their skins. Challenger! Seems to me that one of us should be afraid, and it can't be me, so pucker up. Hold it right there! Come back. Did you expect me to be afraid?
Rain death from afar and draw the war chief forth.
If I see the car getting off track, I'll give you something fancy right back. You say. Of course.
One thing I did notice on my ally was sometimes the game didn't seem to recognize me holding down my triggers and would occasionally release an arrow unintended, as you see here, or it would take me out of stealth unplanned. I'm not sure if this was user error, maybe some calibration needs to be done for my triggers, but just something to note.
Did you hear that? Kind of a blood and violence.
Something's...
Look, a cargo!
Dead man! Why you gotta be up there, eh? I ain't coming to fetch you, Dan. It ain't my job. slaughter! Be wary of that cannibal!
Kill the skin! See what's underneath!
He's up there! It's the dog!
After him!
Tumug.
You man swine! Like to watch from a distance, do you? I prefer to get in close. Can't hurt me like the fires. I will take more than just your life. I will pull the screams up from your guts. I've already foiled you once. You'll be roasted on the stick when this is over. Not a chance. Dead man! Like a bit of Uruk fighting Uruk, do you? Come on then, join in. Just like that. Back, you stupid chalk! I've seen that before. A piece of you as a trophy. What a waste of time! Catch some drops of my blood, Ranger. Carry it with you, so we can be close.
The last thing I wanted to check on the ROG Ally was plugging in and changing my operating mode to the 30-watt turbo mode, still running at 720p, to see if there were any improvements there, but honestly, as you can see in the following gameplay, there isn't too much of a change. So unless you're needing to charge your Ally, you're not going to see much of a performance boost by tethering yourself to a charger.
Naru.
Did you hear that? Come see what it is. I don't know what it was. Must have been nothing. Shrug, there's nothing here. Can I go? Scream.
Glook.
I've got a nose for things just about to go bad. And that's what I'm getting a whiff of right now. You pigskins are so weak. Our warriors are the meat on the bones of our armies, and every one of them is ready to spill some blood. If a single slave escapes on your watch, I'll chop your feet off in front of everyone. Now back to work. What's that? Did you hear that? Got to light the beacon! Kick! Too scared to stick a...
Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, will it play? The answer to this is a resounding yes. Prior to prepping for this video, I had only ever played this game on the Xbox years ago, so this was my first time playing through Steam, but at the time of filming, I have dropped almost 24 hours into this game exclusively using my handheld devices. The game runs absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend it. I love the playstyle, giving you different options for how you may need to plan an attack based on enemy strengths and weaknesses. So if you've never played this before, I highly recommend picking it up, especially since when it drops on a sale, you can get it for pretty cheap. I hope you found this video informative. If so, please leave a like and be sure to subscribe to stay up to date, because the next video will be on the sequel, Shadow of War. And if there's any other games you'd like to see me do a video on, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks again, everyone, and game on.